Evening, miss.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most
More up
people
my
are
alley,
not
then.
afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
Oh.
So you and your friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
Am I wrong? Am I not like
This
a psychic
place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Because you grabbed the star, you will remain on fire for quite a
Excuse
while.
my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Can't really
Someone
douse
bothering
you.
you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
Oh, or am I better at
I'm sorry
being the
if I
wish
worried.
Pokemon?
I was just curious to find
Jirachi.
out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Good boy, Miss
The
Cavendish.
epidemic, no one.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
That's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
You're about to save many dry throats.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
She needs to learn how to control it. Of course.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alright. So we have his mission added now. Okay, where's this located? Oh, I can easily get to that. Oh, there you are, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
Mr. Delaney.
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
I think he drinks a lot.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
You sound very sad. Well, that's 'cause I am.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say
There we
such
go.
a thing.
Perfect grass type
I
for
love
me.
this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything in particular that you like?
Honestly,
about this
I
part
didn't
of town?
play the mainstream
for the
games
cheap
to get
drinks.
to the fairy
How dare you
typing,
say
so I
such a
don't
thing.
know anything
I
about
love
fairy
this
typing.
neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
Why are you...
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Goodbye.
Oh, right. I needed to give
Good
him
evening,
credit.
Mr.
What?
Oh, you're that doctor.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change.
Oh yeah, that's not
To
bad.
really change, and to change for good.
I won't remember it,
The
but
bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an
I've
idealist.
been meaning to play X and
Which
Y
is
on my
honorable.
emulator,
No,
but the problem
sir.
is
I was an anarchist and I believed
It doesn't
that
work on
exclusive
any
property
emulator.
is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Radical anarchist.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty.
Of course.
I failed for sure, but others will come.
Oh.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor, make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Peaceful. Everybody loves it peaceful. Nothing, nothing.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. Alright. Shazumi. Above me? Fuck. Might have to go in quietly or nobody can see me to be able to do that. What the hell? I can't.
Go back home, idiot!
I'm only level 10, but there's 2 of them.
Sorry, sir. No admittance. It's a leech!
I ain't no leech, you fucking wanker.
That's gotta hurt! Filthy piece of shit!
There we go. Perfect. Alright. I love how you jumped again, even though you knew that it, sets you on fire. It's like you're an anarchist, but you're a, grass type. So you can't help yourself.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
You're a Jade, but a Jade is an anarchist. Ooh. Tom Watts was a bad boy. No, of course not. You just get super excited about fire for no reason, am I right? Alright, let's turn this into our good old friend Tom. Wait, Tom's over here. Yes. Probably.
Welcome
I'm an
back,
idiot
Doctor.
at times.
What can I do for you?
You're right.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
All
Why
right.
couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Nah, you're still a terrible person.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
Goodbye, Mr.
I'll tell you
Things
what.
like these are good drinks just as likely to cause a problem.
You
as
still
the
working
sun.
at this hour?
Tell me, Sabrina, do you really believe Tom has renounced his life of crime?
He proves it to me every day he tells the truth. Tom Watts is a good man. One of the best.
And you don't think he might fall back into his sordid ways?
We can all do terrible things, Dr. Reed. And we never know what we're really capable of until it's too late.
Were you aware of Tom's past incarceration?
That's the first thing he told me when he offered me the job. He didn't want me hearing about his past from anyone else.
Did it surprise you to find out about it?
Not really. I was already aware of his reputation before I met him. That's why I came to the Turtle in the first place.
Most people would have run away because of that.
Not me. I thought a man like him could give me stability, you know? At least to some degree. And I wasn't
Excuse me.
mistaken.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Okay, well, I was heading over there anyway. So, let's do this. I'll have to fix him eventually. Yes, I will. Yes, we eat all the little ratsies. All of the little mousies. Yes. Get numbed, little mousy wousy. Yeah.
Look lively! It's on to us! Stupid bitch! Fucking move! He's dead! Find his teeth! No!
That was easy. They're all super low levels, so no surprise there.
It's locked.
Can we make any more potions? Oh, perfect. I can cure the little boy. I must have enough. Oh, I didn't care to make any of that. Eh. Holy shit, that hurts.
Crush the leech!
Pest control achievement online. Nice. Apparently me eating mousies is a good thing. Oh, no, we're already here. Got a flower bouquet.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects. May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Oh, well, excellent.
You're made! Elise! There's one of them vermin!
Foundry, okay? Oh, I like keys. They open things. Right.
Steady! Die, vermin!
Excelente. Excelente. Shillings, codeine, shillings, ferrous tartar, grease, glass vial. My, that was all stuff over here. I managed to turn myself completely about.